INFJs get called visionaries for a reason. But here's the truth, nobody tells you. Vision is useless if you crawl into the new year burned out, resentful, or stuck carrying weight that isn't even yours. The last quarter of 2025 isn't just another season, it's your reset window. In this video, I'm giving you 11 laser-focused priorities every INFJ should lock in before 2026. And by the end, you won't just leave with a list, you'll leave with scripts, reframes, and rituals that protect your energy, sharpen your intuition, and carry your power into the next year without losing yourself. I'm Lisa, author of The 2 AM Code, and I've spent years mastering emotional intelligence and the INFJ experience. Today, we'll cover everything from the quiet audit of your energy to holiday boundaries, from relationship check-ins to casting a vision that actually feels like you. Stick around because the INFJs who master these 11 points, they don't just survive the year end, they rise. Years back, I didn't even know what an INFJ was. I just knew I was exhausted by December every year. I'd give too much, say yes too often, spiral into resentment, and then vow January would be different. It never was. Until I built a system, an end-of-year rhythm that actually honors how we're wired. So what you'll hear in this video isn't theory, it's lived experience combined with research, distilled into tools you can actually use. I've been following this exact plan all through 2025. And honestly, it's the reason my YouTube channel has grown. Let's get into the 11 focus points that will set you up for 2026. Number 1, audit your energy. INFJs often track everyone else's needs, but never stop to ask, what drained me this year? What fueled me? Write down 3 of each. If you don't, you'll drag invisible leeches into 2026. Creepy truth, INFJs can normalize burnout until collapse forces the reset. Don't wait for collapse, choose now. Action script, say, this stays, this goes. Yes, no lists work better than endless pros, cons. Number 2, redefine control. Control feels safe, but it's also the INFJ trap. We script conversations in our head, we overplan outcomes, we tighten our grip until relationships suffocate. By Q4, this backfires. The reframe, trade control for influence. Influence is about showing up with consistency, not managing every detail. Script swap. Instead of, I need you to do this my way, say, here's what matters most to me. How do you see it? Number 3, prioritize solitude. INFJs don't just like alone time, they require it. Creepy because one day you're the warmest in the room, the next you vanish. Neuroscience backs it. Introverts show higher cortical arousal, so social time literally fries our circuits. Burnout is baked in if we don't schedule solitude. After social weekends, block buffer days, label them in your calendar, protect them like oxygen. Be honest, are you actually recharging in your alone time or just numbing out with scrolling? That difference decides everything. Number 4, relationship check-in. Year-end is the perfect time to ask which connections are mutual and which quietly drain me. INFJs are loyal to the point of self-betrayal, staying tied to people who ghost our energy. One monthly ritual I use with my husband, we ask, what expectations did we quietly set this month? Naming it saves us from the whiplash of idealizing, then crashing. Action step, try this script. I love you, but I want to check, did we set any silent expectations this month? Here's the gut punch. The wrong people will drain your 2026 before it even starts. So who's really safe in your circle? Number 5, purpose reset. INFJs need a why, but purpose drifts over time. By Q4, ask, does my current direction still match my values? If not, reset. Otherwise, you'll start 2026 chasing someone else's goals. Example, an INFJ who wanted impact but got buried in admin work, they ended up drained because they confused busy with purposeful. Reframe from I have to do this, I choose this because it aligns with my values. Number 6, creative outlet. INFJs are makers even if it's quiet. A painting, a journal, a YouTube script, a garden bed. Without creation, Q4 feels like decay. So finish or start one thing before December ends. Not for likes, not for applause, for proof to yourself that you still create meaning. Ask, what one creative act would make 2025 feel complete for me? Number 7, shadow work. Triggers don't vanish with the new year. They pack their bags and follow you. The end of the year is perfect for shadow work. Reflect. What reactions showed up too often in 2025? Overthinking, resentment, ghosting people instead of setting boundaries. Shine light on it now so 2026 isn't a rerun. Exercise. Write one trigger on a sticky note. Underneath, they ignored me. Their silence is not my worth. Quick check. Have you noticed old patterns creeping back this fall? If yes, drop reset in the comments so I know I'm not alone. Number 8, financial boundaries. The holiday season tests INFJ's generosity. We overspend, overgive, overextend. Then January hits and regret poisons our self-trust. This Q4, plan your generosity in advance. Decide your giving budget now. Boundaries make giving cleaner, freer. Script. Instead of, sure, I'll cover it, say, I've planned my giving this season. Here's how I can help within that. Number 9, health anchor. One grounding habit can change your quarter. INFJs often neglect their body while chasing meaning. By December, we're running on fumes. Choose one anchor, 7 hours sleep, daily walks, morning breath work. Protect it like your sanity depends on it, because it does. INFJs spend so much time in our heads, visioning, planning, feeling, analyzing, that we often forget the body keeps score too. INFJs, here's one we almost never talk about. Your mind can be sharp, your intuition on point, but if your body is running on fumes, none of that lands. Research shows chronic stress literally rewires the nervous system. That's why the last quarter of 2025 is the time to do a body audit. Ask, am I sleeping enough? Am I moving my body daily, even just a walk? Am I eating to fuel my focus? It sounds simple, but here's the kicker. When INFJs ignore the body, burnout blindsides us. But when we respect it, intuition clears up, energy stabilizes, and creativity flows. Action step, pick one physical ritual and make it non-negotiable this quarter. Whether it's stretching before bed, morning walks, or drinking water before caffeine, that one anchor grounds everything else. Number 10, celebrate quiet wins. INFJs rarely celebrate what no one clapped for, but those quiet wins, they're the foundation of your confidence. End Q4 by listing 5 victories no one saw, finishing therapy, setting a boundary, writing 3 pages a week. This is the antidote to the I didn't do enough spiral. Pause for 5 seconds. What's one win you had this year nobody clapped for, but it mattered to you? Write it down. That's fuel. Number 11, vision casting for 2026. Don't wait until January 1st to panic set resolutions. INFJs thrive on vision, not checklists. Cast your 2026 vision in feelings, not just tasks. Ask, what do I want my life to feel like next year? Supported, creative, energized? Then reverse engineer habits around that feeling. For example, if you want supported, your 2026 strategy might be 1 accountability partner, 1 monthly check-in. The world won't adjust for your wiring. Either you claim the reset or the year claims you. So there you have it, the 11 focus points INFJs need for the last quarter of 2025. But don't just nod along, take action. Pick one energy audit, 1 ritual, 1 boundary, and do it this week. Small, concrete moves now create massive clarity later. Here's the truth, INFJ. The last quarter of 2025 isn't about racing to the finish line. It's about choosing the right weight to carry forward. You've spent a year absorbing, empathizing, overthinking, giving more than you had, but the gift of this season is the reset. Audit your energy. Redefine control, because clenching tighter only breaks what you're trying to save. Protect solitude, because your circuits weren't built to stay plugged in 24/7. Check your relationships, because silent expectations grow into silent resentments. Reset your purpose, because busy doesn't equal meaningful. Create, because your soul needs proof it still has a voice. Face your shadow, because unacknowledged triggers repeat. Hold financial boundaries, because regret is not generosity. Anchor your health, because your vision requires a body that can carry it. If you resonated with this, drop in the comments which of the 11 points you'll lock in first. I'll be reading everyone. And remember, INFJs aren't meant to limp into the new year. We're meant to enter it grounded, clear, and ready. Let's make 2026 the year you stop surviving and start shaping, and cast your vision. Because if you don't set your compass, the world will set it for you. You don't need to master all 11 overnight. Start with one. One shift is enough to begin rewriting the story of how you end this year and how you enter the next. Here's your mantra: I don't stumble into 2026. I step into it, clear, grounded, and unafraid to live as I'm wired. So tell me, what's the one focus you'll claim before the year ends? Drop it in the comments. I'll be there reading every word, because INFJs, your time of surviving is done. This quarter isn't about endings. It's about the rebirth only you can script.